So Rose, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What are you doing in life? And regarding youth?
Okay. My name is Rose Wachuka. I am from Kenya. I am a lawyer by profession. I specialize in public interest, constitutional and human rights litigation. But I'm also a volunteer, I'm a mentor, gender advocate, a blogger, and a social entrepreneur. I have been in the field of law, but besides the field of law, I have tried to connect my social outputs with the aspects that several aspects that would bridge inequality, poverty, and generally societal activities by founding several organizations, and one of which is the Voice of Women Initiative, which is an online-based organization that uses digital diplomacy and online presence to shift the feminist narrative, to bring out stories of marginalized women, and to set an agenda that includes them in development and includes their views and their needs. So I have been volunteering for over 15 years now, and I'm engaged in youth work, direct youth work, at the level of policy generally, both in Kenya and in the international community. Yeah.
So you're attending now this event, African Diaspora Youth Forum in Europe. Mm-hmm. So why do we need this kind of events? They're good because of what? What are we getting out of something like that?
Communication. Young people need to constantly be in communication with each other, and especially when they're coming from different spaces, different cultures, different backgrounds. This forum is very, very important because it's bringing together young Africans living in the diaspora to talk about issues of entrepreneurship, to talk about issues of business development, to talk about strategies, planning and management. And these are the skills and the tools that are needed to create sustainable growth and development. And because a lot of the global potential is in young people, and the scourge or the tragedy of unemployment calls for very innovative solutions. And so it's good for young people to meet in a forum like this and exchange ideas, basically communicate, exchange ideas, transfer knowledge to each other, and see how they can be beneficial both to Europe, which is their host continent, and Africa, which is their continent, most of them, well, at least most of them, their continent of origin.
So, and what is the particular way, how can African youth diaspora contribute to development in general? By boosting their own skills, or is there some other way how they actually contribute to development and cooperation between continents?
I mean, the exposure that young Africans in the diaspora have had would be very, very, very beneficial in Africa. So it's quite important for them to go back to Africa and see what young people in Africa are doing, because then young people in Africa are becoming the innovators, the social entrepreneurs. They're driving the economy through innovation. And innovating applications, apps, mobile apps, businesses that cater for the now, but also for the future. So young Africans in the diaspora learn and have a great opportunity to engage with high-level technology and ideas and education here in Europe. But there is also a platform, unexploited potential that is in their home continent that then could be bridged and could be filled by their skills, and they could do that by connecting with other young people. Not necessarily going back and stopping what they're doing in Europe and going back to Africa, but using online tools, or even going back, having that conversation and that connection in this innovative projects. And it's very critical, because then the sharing of ideas is really what's key and what's necessary.
And what are young people advocating or should be advocating with decision makers, especially here in Europe or maybe also at a level of African continent? What are they asking for or should be asking for?
Presence. They should be there. Young people should be present at the decision-making table. They should be able to contribute directly. They should be able to sit with decision makers as decision makers. I think gone are the days when young people, begged policymakers to give them rights, youth rights, or give them, enable them to exploit their potential. I think forming such a large part of the population and the electorate, I think young people have what it takes to enable other young people to be part of decision makers directly. The structures of democracy that are there sometimes can be limiting, but there are other innovative ways of ensuring that their voices are heard. Take Democracy OS, for example.